Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. So here's a short video about decals. So as I mentioned in previous videos, I have to prepare a series of decals for the Rivarossi tram, the destination number, for the rail car, there it is, for this Broom Fiat 500C model, it needs a number plate, etc., etc. And the whole point was, not being an expert in typography, we have, of course, this is publisher. Publisher measures the characters in points, and so I went to look for the correspondence between the typography points and millimeters, because of course when we're making a model, we're working in millimeters, because we have to, our brain is working in millimeters. So I had a good look and I did some tests, and I calculated the equivalence between the point and the millimeters for the dimensions I was interested in. And here, for example, font is Arial narrow, and 9. 9 corresponds to a height of, just a second, I'll tell you straight away, a character which is about 3 millimeters high. So 9 is for a 3 millimeters high character, which is exactly what we need to put the first and second class indicators on a coach. Then I took some other measurements here for the number plates. In this case here we have different font, Brima. I based myself on the character used for Italian registration plates, and the font size is 5 points. Then here we have the destination boards. The destination boards for the rail car. So Padova Brunel, or Brunel Padova. So point of departure, point of arrival. So here you've got an idea about the railway town is called Brunel, and or Brunel, or Brunel, whatever. So of course this is to honour the great British engineer Isambard Kingdom Brunel, who built the Great Western Railway, the Great Western Ship, etc. So a great figure of the Industrial Revolution. And this name would work quite well in various settings, an northern Italian setting, an Austrian and German setting, even a French setting, considering the rolling stock I run. Here's a couple of letters for identify the A side cab A of the rail car. What else? This font here, we have a still 9 PT Bernard M.D. Condé. This is for the tram destination number. And what I'm going to do, I want to fill in all the space to print one sheet with plenty of numbers and decals, because I don't want to waste any of the material. I have a laser printer, and this is laser print decal paper I'm using. Transparent, so of course I can't make white characters, but I can make white characters on a black background, because then, for example, in the case of the car, I'll paint the number plate holder white, and then I'll have white letters on a black background. I'm planning to buy white decal paper to be able to make white letters for other uses, because I'll be needing some of them as well. The important thing is to exploit your paper to the maximum extent and reduce waste, because there's no point in throwing things in the bin. So mainly the main idea is to calculate when you're making these, when you want to make it, calculate the correspondence between the typographic point and the millimeters, because of course we're making models and we're calculating things in millimeters, and this way you can have an approximation of how many points to calculate for your letters you want to print out for the characters. Then print out a couple of test sheets. For example, here I'd done them in 8s, or too small, then here I did 9. Print out a couple of test sheets on normal paper, see that everything's okay, and then that's you. I'm going to also add the big station name, the decals for the large dimension station nameplate, for the platform nameplates, and any other bits and bobs that could be useful, like information notices and things like this, that will make everything a bit more realistic. Or many of these numbers I could even put speed limit, make myself speed limits in signposts as well, scratch build. So that's that for tonight. Time for a wash because it's hot and sweaty in this part of the world. It's very, very hot. The temperature 28 degrees it says down here. Yes, there are about 28 degrees. Oops, that's the news. I pushed that by mistake. What's this? What's going on? Get off. Okay, very well. Cheerio, and see you next time. Good night.